Good morning again. I found out that complaining and murmuring does not solve problems. Then I now found out further, if something is not working, you need to look for another solution. And I found out another thing, it doesn't solve the existing problem. It ends up complicating the one that I have. And now I went to the Bible to actually find out why, and I made a discovery. Murmuring and complaining does not solve problem. They only complicate them. Maybe what you lost was a car. Maybe it was a job. You demonstrate the wrong attitude towards that, you can end up with a high BP. Now there are two problems. Last time it was a car, now you are the problem. When the last time it was somebody close that died, and that was bad enough. I need something that can help me. But now I'm bringing something else that is complicating the problem. So you bring in murmuring, you bring in complaining. You can start lambasting God if you like. You can lambast the church if you like. You can lambast Christianity if you like. If you like, you can even lambast Jesus and tell him that what he went to do, he died, that his death is a waste. You end up with a problem that is bigger than the original one you are trying to solve. Because now you are the next problem. If it is high BP you go into, next thing they are calling doctors to solve you. There is a way you can even take it, you crash your faith. And that is worse than having a heart attack. And this time, we might ask God to solve you. And if he is not able, you land where you are not meant to land. You end up going to hell. Satan now ended up cheating you twice. He took away a husband or took away an opportunity, and now he took away your life. When the devil came to attack Job, he discussed with God first, because when you want to touch his children, sometimes you need to get permission. And then the question will be, why do you give the permission? God gives the permission because it is not just material acquisition, things you acquire, things that happen around you that God is interested in. God is more interested in developing your character. God does not just work for you, he works in you. Put up the scripture, I want them to see it. So the Bible said, and he was led of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. This is the Son of God, The life of Jesus Christ tells us it's just a blueprint of what can happen to us, of the life we are called to live. Now, he was left here with the devil for 40 days, and he was writing an exam. He finished the first course, they moved him to another class to write another course. He finished that one, they moved him to the third course. And those three basic things that reveals human character is power, is money, and the exposure to sex. Sometimes pleasure. In his own case, they didn't send women, so they use another thing that means the same thing. They use food. If you have problem with controlling your physical appetite, take it to the bank. I'm telling you this. You have major problem with controlling your sexual appetite. You can't control what you eat. You can't control. Both of them are here in the West. If you tighten that way, that's why fasting helps you gain back self-control. Don't worry if you find yourself, you messed up, you went to the fridge and ate something. Don't worry. Go back to that fast. Go back to it. It's like exercise. Somewhere you break the inertia. The flesh will now get subdued. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Because he was doing a fast here. And it was this issue of appetite that was the first test. If he will not pass that exam, he will have problem with women. Hello? It's called the lust of the flesh. For some of you, it's showing up in form of alcoholism. For some other person, in form of gluttony, to overeating. And sometimes your weight is being damaged. You should watch yourself. Stop! It will stop. For another person, Promiscuity. Now, you know why sometimes they allow the devil. The devil is the external examiner. The children are God's children. But he says, I know you're my child. But if the work, what we've been teaching you, what we've been working on you, that you've learned the lesson, let's bring external examiner to check. So in case you want to know why God sometimes permits the devil. My friend at the projector, go to the book of Joshua. I'm going to show them Job first. Then go to the book of Joshua. Find where the same thing happened with Job, happened with Abraham. Start with where Isaac and Ishmael were having the discussion. And Isaac made that statement. Even if I'm asked to lead my life, then I will do it. Because people don't know. These things we say, we just talk anyhow, that there are other people listening beyond human beings. The world you live in is highly populated. Now, Nigeria has 180 million people, but the total population of Nigeria might be around 1 billion. Actually, it's far more than 1 billion. The other people living with us here. There are a lot of people in this service now, and you people think you're the only one here. But when I say now, cancer come out, the people that do the operation, you're not seeing them, but they are here. They arrived in service before you. Hello? When you book into a bus, and they say the bus takes 16 passengers, it's only 16 passengers that are there. Some of the passengers have 3 escorts. As a Christian, you're supposed to have at least one, minimum of one, an angel that follows you. But one human being, he was a madman in the Bible. Jesus had to drive a legion of demons out of one madman, and a legion is 6,000. So if you get that one madman into your bus, you have 6,001 passengers. You think you're the only one driving that. That driver doesn't know how much load is carrying. If the car starts flying on the road, he thinks, what is going on here? If he finds himself, he's struggling to sleep. Even pastors should be aware of this. When people are coming into service, they're also bringing. So the ones that are clean are coming in with only angels. So the number of angels in the service even increase, because we have the angels of the ministry, but we have the ministering spirit, the guiding angels of the individual believers. Those guiding angels don't live in church. They follow you at home. Your children have their own. Your wife has her own. Apart from your own. No. This God that we serve made provisions. If you want to clap, clap well. But now, because church is a hospital, and all kinds of people come to get helped, that's why we are here. It's a family for God's children, but it's also a hospital. Church has different functions. So it's not just, so when people come with, some of them are coming, the man is going to church, 7 people are following him. That's why ushers needs to be anointed. When you are cleaning the chair, people that are leading worship, everybody that is a believer is supposed to be alert. This is not Christmas party. It's ministry. When the people are alert, they are prayerful. It's a prayerful environment. What happens is that some of them stop at the door. They can't enter. They can't. But the moment the person they are waiting for finishes with service, have people finished? Oh yeah. That's why someone, Galia Basuria, Sia, Dembre, this stuff. Okay. We will see what and what God will permit us to deal with today. We have a short time. It's a little you can do in one service. And sometimes in some of the services, we cut those things off. When you cut them, they are let loose. They rush back in town looking for new people. These are demons that once causing the problem. that individual's life is messed up because of them. She might be the most beautiful girl in the city or in the street, but nobody is coming. You know, a girl was telling me, and I told her, I don't believe you. He said, Pastor, he said, nobody has asked. And I looked at this gorgeous lady. I said, I don't believe you. Is it that you have been rejected? He said, nobody has asked. And the Lord said, stop telling her you don't believe her. Look at the three people they are the ones driving everybody away. Rebuke them. That girl will get married in 1 year. And that's exactly what happened. And then you have other people, the only thing they do is window shopping. They come, collect, eat, wipe their mouth, and take off. That's what one girl told me, this general. He said, I'm running mad. That they have not landed the mental. This is how she presented her case. She has her mom that called and said, please talk to my. He said, the girl said, I'm running mad. I'm running mad. I said, mad? And you're able to make phone call. He said that I have not landed the mental hospital. Doesn't mean. I said, so calm down now. I'm here to help you. Your mom said, I can, He said, Pastor, I cannot calm down. I'm losing it. So I said, what happened? He said, everybody comes, they sleep with me. Then they take off. He said, just to get this thing called husband. I said, is it by force? Let's start with you giving your life to Jesus Christ first. He said, I don't go to church before, pastor. I said, I'm not talking about church. Because that's the only person that can offload the load. You are carrying a lot of load. So you just enter a craft, sit down. It's not only one passenger. And then even guys, sometimes you now marry. You think you married only one person. You're married to 3 people. Sure, it was somebody here. Somebody, and I'm sure he probably in this service listening to me now. I went to do traditional wedding, pay dowry, and got dirty beating. I'm not talking in the spirit, physical beating. When they finished beating him, he ran down to come and find me. I said, who are the people that beat you? Your father-in-law, your mother? He said, no, now they are happy that I came to marry their daughter. He said, who are the people? He said they will kill me this year if I don't live there. That the lady I'm marrying is already married. That I'm taking somebody's wife. I said, who is the person? He said, I can hear him, but I cannot see him. I said, what are you talking about? Are you talking about you? Are you marrying somebody's wife? He said, don't. He mentioned the girl's name. He's a single girl. They beat him, left mark on his body. Of course, he took off from that marriage. I wanted to help them still marry because we can deal with those guys. But he didn't. He said, even if you finish deliverance, let another person continue, please. I don't want to die. He went and married another person. This year, you won't have carryover. You won't have overload. You will not. No. Jesus said, my yoke is easy. My burden is light. Even Lord, now, anybody you did not put on people, the enemy put. Everyone lift up your hands. I asked for the first assignment of angels this year. Let them begin to cut off all those weights, all those burdens, all those yokes. People that are tied with chains, people that are tied with ropes, and are struggling. Let them be cut off in the name of Jesus. He said, who the Son of God sets free is free indeed. I pronounce freedom. I pronounce freedom. I pronounce freedom. So you can go and fulfill your destiny.